I play the role of Cecil King, who is basically the right-hand man to the pastor, kind of his accountability brother. And I'm the one that helps him when he questions his own faith. And this is a pastor, and this can happen in life where it's just a situation is even too tough to where even he needs someone to say, hey, let's not question God on this one. And so I just think that it shows that we're all human, that nobody is above struggling, nobody is above wondering what God is doing. And when you see this pastor really struggling with his own faith in the plan that God has, I think that just kind of just brings everybody down to earth. Like, man, everybody could possibly struggle with this, and it's going to be neat to see the way that he deals with it, and that'll serve as a lesson to others on how to deal with it.
So this basically is a film, it sounds to me, that is instructive in a sense. It shows real people going through a real struggle, and it offers some Christ-centered direction when people struggle with these issues in their lives, especially in these tough times they might go through. So very practical, obviously.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, you see there are some films that have the elements of, okay, here's God's plans for your life, here's how to pursue it, pray about it, push through it. You got that set of films. Then you got the set of films like this one that's trying to say, okay, here is a tough time in life. Here is when things are kind of punching you down a little bit. Here's where things are beating you down a little bit. You also want a lot of practical ways to respond to that too, not just pursuing all the cool stuff, but fighting through some of the tough stuff. And this is a film that addresses that and hits it head on and how to do that.
Would you say that this film is primarily for those who have a relationship with Christ?
Yeah, I would. I know it's cool to want to say, the film is for everybody. But if there are people who don't have faith, then they don't have anything to question. They may not be able to identify with it. But I will say this. If there's an unbeliever or someone that doesn't have a relationship with the Lord, wondering how a Christian does deal with, questioning their faith and what it's all about, this would be a good picture of it, because like I said, tragedy strikes, and if people have to really pray their way through it and battle through it. So I think it's mainly for the people who do have faith and have struggled at times with, like, God, what are you doing? Or, God, this really, really hurts. I don't know if I can make it through. All the questions you have concerning faith, this is a film that aims to answer what the Bible says you should do about it, which is, find it in God's word with how to deal with your doubts and your questions.
Well, I think there will be probably inevitable comparisons that are drawn between this film, other films you might be in, and War Room. A lot of people very familiar with your lead role in that particular film, and it didn't do so bad at the box office either. Right. So a lot of people have seen it, are familiar with that content. How do you see these films as being similar, and maybe how do you see them as being different?
I think I see them similar in look and feel. One of the things I love about what Alex and Steven have done and the team, at Kendrick Brothers Productions, is the films are beautiful. They're really well shot. They're very watchable. I mean, you go in and the quality is just, that's what they're being known for now. It's just great quality content as well as a good story. And this is what I feel like when I watch The Question of Faith, the look and feel has that same beauty. And that's really cool that's the new standard now, that we're not just looking for a good story. We want some good quality, and it really looks good and feels good. It feels like a really good movie to watch, and you enjoy watching what you're seeing on screen. So it has that. And then it just tells a great story, and that's what War Room did as well. It has a great story. It's good writing. And A Question of Faith did that too, by taking these three families and intertwining them in such a cool way. And I mean, the only thing different is just the subject matter, where one is dealing with prayer. And I mean, there's an element of prayer in here too, but this one is focusing more so on how to push through the pain and the beauty that can come through succeeding. So but it'll be great as far as quality to watch, which I'm really proud to say, because sometimes they knock the films for a lack of quality. This won't get that knock.
Good deal.